Is Jalal El-Arid here? Here he is, I didn't know. So he is from the committee, or no, Coalition Against Israeli Apartheid.
Good evening. My name is Jalal El-Arid. I'm a Palestinian born in Lebanon, literally about 15 minutes away from the previous Palestine border. My parents were born in Haifa, which is now the occupied Palestine. I'm giving you perspective about, from a Palestinian, that it's very emotional for me, so I hope you bear with me. I grew up in a Palestinian camp until I was about 16 years old, when my dad decided he had enough of the camp living. But most Palestinians in Lebanon, there is about 2 million Palestinians living in camps in Lebanon itself. I was, in 1948, my grandfather, my dad's father, was the mayor of Haifa, which is now Haifa still, but I don't know, in Jewish is something else. Jaffa, sorry. Yeah, they call it Jaffa now. But he was the mayor, and he was killed in 1948 defending Palestine from turning into the hands of Zionists. We Palestinians want peace, but the Israelis pretend that they want peace, but they don't want to give any land from Palestine to the Palestinians. They don't even admit that there is Palestinians. They call us Arabs. In 1948, occupied land in Palestine, there is about 2 million Palestinians that remained in Palestine itself, that now called Israel. I don't know if all of you know the history, but I just wanted to talk about Gaza because it's very important. They tell us that us as Arabs, we want to send the Jews back into the sea. It's a bunch of crap. They already pushed us into the sea. I don't know if you know how big the Gaza Strip is.
Yeah.
It's smaller than James Bay in Victoria. Million people live there. So, thank you.
Meeting with Kaya, that were planning the demonstration against the bloody carnage in Gaza. And someone asked me if I can sing a song, and I was really embarrassed because I didn't know a song about the plight of the Palestinian people, and I thought I'd better do something about that. And so a friend of mine had given me a David Rovick's CD, and again I was embarrassed that I'd never heard of David Rovick's.
Oh my goodness!
Which is, whew, man, anybody in this room has not heard of David Rovick's. Get out and get his CDs. His most recent one is Outa, The Return. And he is a truly inspirational, revolutionary folk singer that hails from Portland. So I'm going to do a song by him, and I hope I do it justice, because his music is all about justice. And I want to dedicate this song to my brother Jalal here, and to all the Palestinian people, and that the world will intervene to stop the insane degree of dehumanization, of oppression, and brutality that occurs in the Palestinian lands on a daily basis. It is heartbreaking that the Palestinian people have not had the support that they rightly deserve. It's too fucking long. So I want to sing the song. You asked me how it is that I dare to take aside. You say I loathe myself for pointing out that you have lied. You say it's tribal warfare, but I disagree, for the dynamics of the situation are not difficult to see. On one side is the fighter jet, on the other side the stone. On one side is the slave, on the other is the throne. For many there are checkpoints, while foreign soldiers rule the streets. For one side there is victory, but the people don't accept defeat. The word you need to know is occupation. Oh, the very definition of a land without a nation. And peace is what you're after, then let us not deceive. Oh, peace will come that day the tanks return to Tel Aviv. On one side there is hunger and bulldozed olive trees. On the other is the army ruling by decrees. Caterpillars move the streets, destroy entire city blocks, while children swallow shrapnel for the crime of throwing rocks. Fences are erected around the towns they flatten, and Herzl's own fanatic sleep in sheets of satin. And they water their plantations, drilling ever deeper wells, while the displaced children of the hopeless are filled with bullet shells. The word you need to know is occupation. Occupation, oh, the very definition of a land without a nation. And if peace is what you're after, well then let us not deceive. Oh, peace will come that day when the settlers return to Tel Aviv. On one side there's the Mossad rounding up the men, thrown in jail with no trial, being tortured once again. On the other there is rage, helplessness and fear, and a growing realization that another Holocaust is near. On the outside there are prisons, inside detainees, being stripped of their humanity, being beaten to their knees. And outside ghetto prison walls there are stormtroopers all around, while inside the hungry people yearn for liberated ground. All the word you need to know is occupation. Ah, the very definition of a land without a nation. And if peace is what you're after, then let us not deceive. Oh, peace will come that day the jail guards return to Tel Aviv. Oh, all across the world you can hear the people say, the children of Jerusalem will be free one day. In overcrowded camps, amidst the stench of death and flies, to the suburbs of Detroit you can hear their anguished cries. While in the land of Israel, with history on their side, oh, walls and fences are constructed and their papers are denied. People fight for their existence, we turn a blinded eye, and those who might know better insist on asking why. And the word you need to know is occupation. Occupation, the very definition of a land without a nation. And if peace is what you're after, then let us not deceive. Oh, peace that come that day when the refugees return to Tel Aviv.